Hello everyone, welcome back. I wanted to do an empties video for a while, so I've kind of stockpiled some things that I've used up, and since tonight is trash and recycling night, it makes sense for me to do it now. I have two things that I want to get out of the way real quick. The first is the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD Power, and the other is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't plan on buying any more e.l.f. I'm kind of pissed off after not only the Matt Rife ad, but then when they decided to make a post announcing that they were passing on the cost of tariffs to consumers. I understand that like tariffs make it hard for businesses to operate, like costs are gonna go up, but when they used to make products for $5 and less, and now some of their most popular products are $15 or more, they have enough money to buy Rhode. This isn't a company that I want to support anymore, which is unfortunate because I used to love them a lot. So if you have a concealer recommendation, let me know because I currently don't have one. Next, I have a mini Monsieur Big mascara from Lancome. I didn't realize at the time that I bought this that Lancome is not cruelty free. And that's just becoming something that I really care about, especially as I get older and I can be a little more discerning about like, I don't need to own every single makeup product under the sun. I just feel like there's no reason for animals to be tested on products, so I can find cheaper alternatives that are cruelty free. Next, I would like to talk about the Basque Sheer Moisturizing Sunscreen. This is SPF 30. Did this protect my face? Yes. Did it appear to make me break out? No. However, I just found this like really greasy, like throughout the day when I would keep touching my face. It always just felt like there was like product on my face. I never felt like it fully absorbed in or anything. So I've been really good about applying my sunscreen every day, but I still haven't really found a sunscreen that I absolutely love. I would love to try some Korean ones. So again, if you guys have any recommendations for a daily SPF that feels nice on the skin and won't break me out or anything, like drop your favorites in the comments below. Then I have a Beauty Stat Universal C Eye Perfector, which has vitamin C and some other ingredients in there. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like anytime I try an under eye product, I don't feel like it does anything for me. Like you guys can kind of see, like my biggest thing is I have like these two creases under my eyes. I don't know if that would be puffy under eyes or anything like that, but anytime I have tried a product meant for your under eyes, I just feel like it doesn't do anything for me. Like I don't see a difference like at all. So why would I spend my money on something that isn't working for me? So I think these little lines I have might just be genetic, and that's whatever. On a more positive note, I have an It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. I have repurchased this so many times. I love this product. The only negative thing I will say about it is even though it comes in a spray bottle, it eventually gets to a point where I think this part of it will just get clogged with product or something, so the spray stops working. But at that point, I just unscrew the cap, put some in my hands, and rub it in. Even the smell, I think it smells nice. It helps to tangle my hair, and I will like feel the difference in my hair the next day if I use it or if I don't use it. So this is a hair product that I would definitely recommend. Even for like, I have very fine hair. I don't feel like this weighed my hair down at all, and that's like, if you have fine hair, like, you know the struggle. Like some products are just way too heavy, but this is great. This next one is kind of boring, but I have a Dove Advanced Care deodorant, which is cruelty free. That kind of surprises me a little, but I like Dove deodorant. I don't really sweat a lot or have a lot of BO, so if you do, like, take my recommendation with a grain of salt, but what can I say? I love my aluminum. Do not comment any natural deodorant propaganda under this post. I will be sticking with my aluminum. Next, I have this Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream. This product peeled so badly on my face, and I don't really understand what the problem was. I don't know if maybe it was interacting weirdly with that eye cream I was using or something else, or if it's just purely the formulation on this thing. But no matter if I tried using like a smaller amount so I wasn't like putting too much on my face, or if I tried taking a little more, like it always pilled on my face, and that's just something that I absolutely cannot stand in a moisturizer. I don't know what like causes it, but it's not something I have patience for when there are so many options out in the market that won't do that. Okay, next I have the Aussie Miracle Repair shampoo and conditioner. I love Aussie hair products. I love the scent. I love what they do for my hair. I like that they aren't $1,000,000. Right now I have the Total Miracle. I kind of go back and forth through the different products on the Total X line. So like I've tried Total Moisture, which is amazing. Miracle, not Total, is it? Okay, so there's Total Miracle. I have it in my shower right now. And then there's Miracle Repairer, Miracle Moisture, Miracle XYZ. That entire line is fantastic. I've tried several of their products. I think there's one or two that I haven't tried, but I don't know that I saw a huge difference with the Miracle Repairer, just because the main source of damage for me is purely breakage. I don't really use heat on my hair, or I don't color it or bleach it or anything like that. And I feel like there's not really a whole lot you can do with breakage besides cut it. And I do need to get a haircut and whatever. Point being, I do love this stuff. I just don't know that it did the most for me, which is why I'm currently using Total Miracle and not Miracle Repairer. Then I have this random rose oil body wash. I needed a body wash and I literally bought this from Ross because this was only $7. It's probably not cruelty free, which again is something I want to try and be discerning about, but if you ever need just like something cheap and fast, just stop by your Ross. Like it smelled amazing, I will say that. Okay, I hate mint, let me just say that. So my dental care comes from the kids section. I have 2 different bottles of Act Kids. One is Simply Strawberry, which is free of dyes, sugars, and alcohol. And then there's Bubblegum Blowout, which is sugar and alcohol free, but obviously it's empty, but this is usually pink, so clearly not totally dye free. Both of these work fine. I want to research if these have more fluoride in them to help prevent kid cavities, since kids don't really fully understand like brushing, you know, they eat a lot of sugar and stuff like that. But like I don't get cavities, and I wonder if maybe this is why. I don't know if you're supposed to use these type of ingredients together, but for a while I would alternate between using the Cetaphil Salicylic Acid Cleanser and the Murad AHA BHA Exfoliating Cleanser. Like I would use one day and then one the next day, switch back and forth. I don't know if that's good for your skin barrier because that is a lot of exfoliation. What I will say is ever since I ran out of these products, I have been breaking out so bad. You can't really see right now because I did my makeup today, but you can see like pimple. I had like one on like each of my temples. Like just is breaking out really bad. So I don't know if I should necessarily go back to this. I do want to search some like dermatology subreddits and see like, am I ruining my skin barrier by using these at the same time? Is it okay if I alternate with these? But I don't know. I might need to get one or the other again because the cleansers I'm using right now don't seem to be doing the trick for me. I will say I probably wouldn't repurchase this specific one just because they aren't cruelty free. This one I have no idea how much it's going to be because this came to me in a FabFitFun box. It should be cruelty free, but it also doesn't say on here. I don't know that FabFitFun sends you products that aren't cruelty free, especially because I marked that I want cruelty free products. Take a shot every time I say cruelty free in this video. You're welcome. But yeah, I don't know if it will be these 2 specific products or just these 2 ingredients, but I might be making a return to these in the future. And then the last thing I had that I wanted to talk about is a bit of a wild card, and this also came to me in a FabFitFun box. This isn't something I would usually buy. They sent me these Bloom Super Greens gummies. They're strawberry kiwi flavored. It had 12 packs in here. I don't know if that's long enough to see a difference in your gut health, personally. Like I didn't feel worse while taking them. I don't know that I felt a million times better or anything like that. I feel like a month is usually a good amount of time to see if a probiotic or gut blend is helping with you. I will say these tasted really good. The texture left a little bit to be desired for me. I felt like they were just a little bit too chewy and would like stick to my teeth really badly. I don't think this was a bad product. I just don't know that I would buy this one specifically again. But who knows, maybe I'll end up being one of the Bloom powder girlies. Probably not, but maybe. So those are all the empties I have for you today. I hope that, you know, maybe I was able to give you guys some ideas on what does and doesn't suck. None of these products were like sent to me for free. I did have a couple in my FabFitFun box, but that's a service I pay for. Obviously not sponsored or anything like that. So if you guys like this video, let me know. I want to make more in the future, especially since I've been doing like a Project Pan type of thing over the last couple of years. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video, and I will see you in the next one.